first time tonight. Sailors into the end zone for their first score tonight.
Cross here, and he's going to try to get into the end zone after bluffing a block.
3rd and 1. There it is, just like they said. Ben Bresnahan, touchdown, Defenders. Chris Rowland is in the backfield with Tiamo. He'll take the short pitch, and he's going to throw it. Cornell Powell. Yes, sir!
3rd and goal. Luis Perez. He's going to try to run it in, and he does.
319. Return.
They hand it off again. Sailors into the end zone for the touchdown. If you can do that, maybe you don't need Butler, at least not right now. And the Battlehawks strike first.
Only 7 seconds to manage all of this. Got to get it out. There it is, and it gets it. Chase Sternberger. Touchdown, Stallions.
Talent serving as pass protection this time, and Perkins again keeps it alive. Perkins stays in bounds, and the spin, and the touchdown. The Magic Man crossing the goal line.
Former Colorado Buffalo star. Right into the end zone goes Tawa. What a response by Michigan. Two rushing touchdowns on the day for Toa-Tawa. All that momentum that heard him say, "Come on, Chris, let's go." Here is Chris Rowland. Throw back to Ta'amu. Blocker in front. Ta'amu reaching out and scoring.
Coming up on the 2-minute warning. Arlington looking for the lead late. Perez, sideline. Canella, little stiff arm. Canella diving, touchdown.
A 46-yard gain to the 11. McClendon keeps it. Gets around the corner. Did he get in? They give him the touchdown. We're waiting for a signal. It is official, the 11-yard touchdown run. And folks, welcome to the Jalen McClendon Show.
I love the patience that Jalen McClendon shows on the outside. And he's got the one on top. Hand off and an opening again. Shedding tackles into the end zone for a Michigan touchdown. As he's working across the field, looks like they're in man coverage. They get stuck, but right here, a cutback, and you got 3 DC defenders. They're all looking at each other with their arms out. I don't know if someone told them, like, hey, you know, you guys are defenders. You're supposed to tackle. Nope. Chisholm in for a touchdown on a little cutback to the left.
Hey, come on.
3rd and 12. Perry steps up, going to try to run it himself. Perry into the end zone. Touchdown, Showboats.
Smith on 1st down with time to the end zone, and Jordan Thomas comes up with the touchdown catch.
Exactly, so it's all about numbers.
Jackson.
Numbers were light in the box.
Right into the end zone. Numbers were light in the box, and Deion Jackson said light up the scoreboard.
Come on, we'll just go for one. Yeah, we'll go for one. Go for one. Heavy. 13.
just feel the air. Fourth down, Rowland turns upfield. Rowland's got more than just an inch. Another touchdown for DC.
Embrace. You would expect a power look. Deep give, straight ahead, a burst of speed, and Merritt to the end zone for the Roughnecks.
Here comes the blitz. First play of the fourth quarter. Silvers. Oh, wide open. Butler. Touchdown.
Perez to the end zone. Tyler Vaughn's touchdown, Arlington. 2nd and 8. Play action. Perkins to the end zone. Got it. Malik Turner comes up big. And Bryce Perkins is having himself a game.
Devin Ross in motion on first down. Here's Perkins, he'll pull it, he'll keep it. Perkins on the run, first down and more, inside the 10, breaking tackles, ball batted out of his hand, bounces right back into his arms for a Michigan touchdown.
With DC, pressure on Garber's got it out from a good arm angle. McFarland hits the Jets, makes a move, dives and scores.
God, what has taken so long? Look at this, breaking free and straight in.
Perkins pass complete.
Samson Nakua.
Samson Nakua for the Panthers touchdown.
So after the drama on 4th down and inches, it's a breakaway for 25 yards and a touchdown catch for Nakua.
Ball play.
Tamu goes to the end zone. Touchdown, DC. Jaden Mickens.
Boy, watch the route by Chris Rowland that's going to take this safety. It's a switch route, and then Mickens is going to get right down the alley on the seam. All the attention on Chris Rowland, especially on these moments where you know they're going to throw the football. Mickens takes the safety and opens it wide open. Excuse me, Rowland took the safety and opened. Two-route concept, there's the play action. Here comes the deep ball towards the end zone. Wide open, Ciosi Mariner. And the touchdown from 33 yards out and one.
See if Michigan takes a shot here. Picked off at the 30-yard line. It's coming back the other way. Room service. Ring it up. That's how you atone for a mistake on the previous play. Moody. Marvin Moody Jr. with the pick six.
To the 34. Sennett throwing on the run. Got a man wide open. Once again, Chisholm. Touchdown, Houston.
On this left side.
Here's 3rd and 14. Perkins, look at the time he has. Can he pick it up with his legs? As he tries to cut back, spins free. Can you believe that from Bryce Perkins? What a play, Bryce Perkins.
Boy, it's going to be Marvin Wilson on the left side here that falls down, and as he gets up, he goes inside, which allows Perkins to out-leverage him and use that athleticism. That's really the first time we've seen Perkins get outside the pocket and look like his old self.
A 29-yard run in a spot like that. Steve Linton unable to make the tackle at that point. To help win that conference championship game and earn this spot in the championship game. Wide open! Mariner! He's got a strut on in!
Play clock winding down. Wilkins falls down with a snap. Ball popped out late. And this play is still alive. Chris Odom takes it back the other way. And a touchdown is the call from 39 yards out. Line of scrimmage. Here's what a hit! Ball is out! The ball is out! And it is scooped up! And they are going to score off of it with T.J. Franklin. What a thunderous hit by Armani Marsh! He just wrecked Dresser Wynn, and T.J. Franklin scoop and score.
Rolls out, finds a man downfield, caught! Butler stopped up inside the 5. Emmanuel Butler makes it first down and goal for Houston.
They just hit Emmanuel Butler on the deep over route, and on the rollout, Jalen McClendon has shown his ability to throw on the run over and over and over. But Emmanuel Butler just keeps working across the field.
And purpose in the UFL this season. Another play fake. Tamu with time. Man open. Caught. Touchdown. Seth Williams, and DC's on the board.
This is such a...
Raise it.
3rd and 2. Cookus. There's the slant. Big gain. Rodgers got a block. Down the sideline. Touchdown, Birmingham. Round pick of the Broncos in 2021 out of Auburn. Tamu on 3rd down. There's a toss and catch. Powell breaking tackles, and Powell's taking it all the way for a DC touchdown.
In his year at this stage of his development. Ta'amu lofts it downfield, and it is complete to Chris Rowland. And Rowland adds to it inside the
51. Williams with plenty of time takes a deep shot to Papali, and it's intercepted. Papali deflected it into the arms of a Renegades defender. Going down the field is Teddy Adewusian, out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Stepping up. Over the middle. He's got a man downfield. Winstead. Touchdown. Renegades. Isaiah Winstead, 51 yards. Going deep. Kane got it. Touchdown, Birmingham.
Ball's on the left.
I tell you, Kane ran.
Cookus on 3rd down. Drives the ball, and that is intercepted by Arnett. Arnett on the return. Cuts back, and it's a pick 6. The former top draft pick of the Raiders brings it back against Cookus. A 50-yard pick 6.
Oh, and it's just a really bad decision by Case Cookus. Originally wanted to go to the right, comes back to the left, trying to throw, I'm not sure, 2 guys in one spot, but Arnett was all over the stop route on the outside to Marlon Williams. That ball has got to be 3 rows deep in the stands. That tight of coverage, 2 guys in one spot, that cannot happen.
Bob Stoops knows defense. Fantastic DC at Florida before taking the OU jump. Wide open downfield. Braylon Sanders. That is the Ole Miss connection, alive and well.
A lot of football for Sparty. Back to Colburn. Colburn with a little leap. Still up. After the pop. To the 40. 30. Catch me if you can. Cutting it back. Will he get another block? No. But the damage is done inside the 10. 53 yards from Matthew Colburn.
Well, this is that stretch. That's outside zone. You're going to see number 43, Francis Bernard, come in and deliver the blow right there. But he doesn't wrap up. He doesn't take him him to the ground. Great contact balance by Coburn right there, taking it down the sidelines. And what an impressive opening drive for an inexperienced quarterback. A healthy run game, and now you are rolling with confidence if you're
Michigan for that catch. From the 47 on first down. Going deep is Hogan, left side, got a man out there. It's Smith inside the 10 and out of bounds with 3 seconds to go in this first half.
Holy cow, when Hogan gets any time at all, this...
Here we go. 180. One time.
Well, they gave it up on fourth down. Last drive and a pick here. Nobody touched him. Off he goes. Kenai Lovely. Making a move. He has a block. It's a pick six.
Don't call it instinct. Call it doing your homework. Kenai Lovely. What do you expect out of this down and distance, out of this formation? Expects the little bubble, reacts to it, triggers on it, makes the catch, realizes he wasn't touchdown, and gets in for the touchdown. Love it. Believe what you see is what the defensive coaches always say. Kenai saw it with his eye, right? Kenai? There's some sort of joke in there. We'll come back to that one later.
Play action on 2nd and 10. Chance for a strike downfield and right into the hands of Scott. Ty Scott, touchdown defenders. A 62-yard touchdown reception. They go with the pop pass, and it's an option 2 pass, and launching it is Jackson. Oh, and they hit on him! They hit it on again! Hakeem Butler, a trick play! Blake Jackson to Hakeem Butler! What a show they're putting on here in St. Louis!
To throw on first down, looking down the middle of the field. One hand is all I need. Deontay Burnett, the man of Troy, to the house. 63-yard touchdown for Deontay Burnett, the man with the second most catches in Rose Bowl history.
Second down and short. Play action. Tamu wants to heave one deep again. Wide open is rolling. Here comes DC. And a touchdown for the defenders. Lightning strikes Jordan Tamu with a hot hand from 60.
Played with in a big way as a result of the trust that these guys have in the coaching staff. Wilkins in St. Louis back in the field, throwing a deep ball and connecting on a deep ball. Down the sideline and out of bounds for Gary Jennings on the first play of the drive. Well, when you're running it so effectively, what you can do is you can take shots down the field. Great route by Gary Jennings. He's going to force it inside, and then he's going to break outside, and now it's on Manny Wilkins to just give him enough air, and that ball gets over Bo Pete Keys, number 3, who tried to jump, but even though it's not great spiral, it's perfectly thrown, and Jennings is able to corral that, and now St. Louis again rolling down the field. They're all
3rd and long.
Panthers need 11. Here comes the pressure. Perkins still on his feet. Somehow, someway, Houdini does it again. And a first down completion. How about the touchdown? Picatinny reaching the end.
The guy in A.J. Smith, the offensive coordinator, says his presence on how to be a professional.
Double pass! Complete! Justin Smith! For the second time, Jontre Kirkland throws a pass touchdown. Defender just going quick, backside pressure, downfield, caught, waltzing in is Cornell Powell. 37 yards. Leave of absence for medical reasons, missed week number 1. E.J. Perry floating this one, picked off. Leon O'Neal looking for the house call. He's got it. He did that back in the day. They would try to saw him off. The pride of Aggie Land with the pick 6.
I was saying, I don't know the way this Houston defense has been playing. I don't know if I want that call on that live bet. I'm saying stay away. This defense has been playing great. Who's been my guy? Just watch him. He's going to be over here on this side. He guards the tight end well. Just see him. He stays on his coverage. Once he knows he's got his coverage, he looks back at the quarterback, and it's a pick 6, baby, all the way back for a score. Good job there by O'Neal. He was my pick of the week. I told you. I said, this O'Neal has been all over the place.
Hey, Kirk, eyes up there. Looked like there was 2 offensive players very close together there. The spacing was horrendous for the quarterback. I mean, that's...
McFarland, wide open field, speed, gone. Touchdown, just like that. "69 yards on the run, and the lead grows."
7th most passing yards in school history in the SEC. And an interception. It bounced right to Williams. Rashad Williams. And a pick 6 for the Roughnecks with 3 penalty markers down.
9. There is the slant. There is the go. There is the target. And here goes Hakeem Butler.
We got 5. That's 2, right? Yeah,
DJ Miller fell down, and big Hakeem Butler delivers. You nailed that, Jordan Rogers. A 67-yard touchdown reception as the Battlehawks retake the lead.
And the first reception of the game for Hakeem Butler, the Offensive Player of the Year.
So credited Reggie Barlow with the foundation that he laid, but this team has taken.
Bryce Perkins comes up big to Turner. Malik Turner is going inside the 20, cuts back, and he's diving for the end zone and gets it. Just when they needed it most, Malik Turner.
Ready? To go.
Zahamu on first down. He's going to take a shot. Right into the hands of Ty Scott. Can you believe this UFL championship game? Knockout punch after knockout punch. Back and forth they go. Jordan to Ty Scott. 73 yards.
Sewell with the pressure from inside. Perry gets away with it. Low throw. Sims is up. He's scooting sideline. He's already got one from 76. Give him another. Goodbye, Marcus Sims. 66-yard touchdown for the Mountaineers. This is just a late check down to the hitch route to the right side after E.J. Perry's flushed. He hits him, and I knew there was a problem here. Because if you don't make that tackle right there on the perimeter, if you're number 2, Jeremiah Johnson, he is off to the races. And then just came down to sheer athleticism in the open field.
Carnell Lake for Memphis. Martinez, deep shot. Downfield for Austin! To haul it in and house it. 79 yards.
Well, Cole, I think the answer to that question is throw it deep one-on-one.
Launch it.
Down in 5. Stallions rush 4. Wynn airing it deep. Got a man out there, and he drops it into Anderson. Anderson loping to the end zone. It's a showboat touchdown. 78 yards, and Memphis jumps out on top in Birmingham. 2nd and 9. Williams, target on the right side is David Davis. The ball is stripped out and recovered by Michigan. Noah Dawkins up the sideline on the run. Williams, the last man to get him, and he trips him up inside the 10.
Yard reception. Williams with time now, being pressured, tries to spin out of it, and that ball is picked off. Michigan's going to close it out with Kai Nakua returning it, and he may go all the way. A pick six, game sealer.
To go. Up top. Beautiful pass and catch. Braylon Sanders down the sideline. And once again, a touchdown pass from Tamu extends the lead for DC. 76 yards on the score.
What a route on the outside. You just got man-to-man coverage right here with Bo Pete Keys, and he just runs right by him. And Keys has been hobbled a little bit. And look, he grabs his left leg right there as Sanders runs it in for a touchdown. I tell you, what a ball from Jordan Tamu. Look at that ball. That is thrown perfectly. Outside shoulder, great route. That's exactly what we expected to see out of DC here tonight. Throwing the ball down the field, being aggressive with their MVP candidate, Jordan Tamu, who is having a night. Now 229 yards and 2 touchdowns.
NIL, man, they're getting a lot of money. They might have to break me off a little bit, but I'm proud of them. I'm happy for them.
I am. Break them off. Speaking of breaking, Kalen Balazs breaking tackles and going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. That's how you respond. 77 yards and a score.
And this is exactly what Bob Stoops was hoping for when they brought in Kalen Balazs. They wanted to get a little younger at the running back position, and Bob Stoops made the right call. Balazs is a physical guy with home run ability, and watch as he breaks through the line of scrimmage and then gets to the second level, and then you're going to see some poor tackling from San Antonio. But again, it's the physicality of Balazs, 6'2", 222 pounds. And then after he gets hit, he's got the speed to take it the distance. Excellent run from Kalen Balazs. Today, again, this offense is playing incredibly well. Oh, here we go.
36, and it's intercepted. Crowder's got his second pick of the day. Does he have his second pick six? Crowder on the run, breaking tackles for the second time today. Crowder takes it to the house.
That was so cold. Oh, my.
Day, Ted Crowder. Wow. He's right in the middle, and he's going to step right in front of this ball. Again, he's reading the eyes of the quarterback. He breaks perfectly on that ball, and he is right there to undercut it. How about the fake option pass? He fakes like he's going to pitch it out to the outside, and it draws the offense, now defense, out to the outside, and then he takes it, splits the offensive lineman and quarterback, and beats the wide receiver to the end zone. Henney was on his tail right there, 83. Here's the fake option. Watch this. He acts like he's going to pitch it out right here, and Isaiah Henney's like, okay. Whoop. And then he takes off to the inside.
Got a starting quarterback back in. And on 3rd and goal, to Amu, to the sideline. He is picked. Darius Phillips off to the races. Inside the 30. Harmon trying to run him down. Phillips to the 5. the UFL.
2 on the first run. Here's Tama to the air. With time, overthrows, and it's picked off. Overthrew a wide open receiver, and Cornell, they're taking it back the other way for Houston. He's going all the way. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Roughnecks.
With a 50-yard run back. They go for 1 from the 2, and they throw it back, and that is intercepted. This can go back for a point for Keelan Kennedy. Streaking all the way downfield. And look, the way this thing is gone, 1 point can mean everything in the UFL. So it's a point for St. Louis.
He's like that.
So punting it away is Paxton Brooks at the 18-yard line. Sexton bouncing it to the outside. Matthew Sexton with room down the sideline. Sexton with 1 man in front, and Sexton gets by all the way for a Brahmas touchdown. '83-yard return for Matthew Sexton and the Brahmas with a 12-0 lead in D.C.
Ready.
And now they'll go for 2. After the 44-yard score, Tamu over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off and on the run, making moves and scooting down the sideline is Marvin Moody, and Moody inside the 20. Can he leg it all the way to the end zone? Breaking tackles, and Moody scores. To the other way as
Down to this. 4th and goal. Intercepted. And the Renegades survive. It's Harris bringing it back the other way. Ajene going to take it to the house. And the over somehow hits on the pick 6 from 100 yards away.
Yard reception. Williams with time, now being pressured, tries to spin out of it, and that ball is picked off. Michigan's going to close it out with Kai Nakua returning it, and he may go all the way. A pick 6, game sealer.
from 63 yards. Good snap, good hold. The kick bending, and it's no good.
Got it covered.
And now the return by Isaiah Henney on the short field goal. Henney up the sidelines. Henney with blockers in front. Isaiah Henney with a move. Isaiah Henney is going to take this one all the way back for the Memphis Showboats.
By who? By who?
27 got blasted. Look. Now you hear on the sidelines, they're trying to encourage a super challenge for a blindside block. But Isaiah Henney takes it all the way back for the touchdown on the short field goal. It's 17-3. And the Showboats in control in Birmingham.